my flowers while I can still breathe. I'm smelling the glory, I tasted defeat. Nothing feels better than chasing your dreams. Yeah, this shit is bigger than me. Give me my flowers while I can still breathe. I'm smelling the glory, I tasted defeat. Nothing feels better than chasing your dreams. Yeah, given my history, nothing compared to me, nothing come next to me. No, no. Claiming my victories, can't let you win with me unless you sit with us. Yeah. Given my history, nothing compared to me, nothing come next to me. No, no. Claiming my victories, can't let you win with me unless you sit with us. Yeah. King of the table, shit on.
Yo, what's going on, guys? We back with it. You already know what it is. It's Mega Time, and we back. What's going on, Vanessa? What's going on, B? What's going on? What's the word? Talk to me.
What's up?
Look, we got an extra person here.
Got an extra person.
Look at that.
No longer behind the scenes?
Hey, not behind the scenes today. No, you're not.
This is Brian, y'all. This is our producer of the show. One of the producers of the show. Mike is on the other side.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm happy to have you here.
Likewise.
I don't know, you feel like you're like a third wheel right now, but it's okay.
Third wheel? What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, usually we're the one driving the ship.
So no one knows me. No one knows who I am.
Yeah. True enough. Okay, cool. Yeah. I guess you get it.
I just thought,
I thought that was like in a dating thing, like...
Man, nobody want to date you, all right? I'm just saying. This is just one of those situations.
It was the phrase that you use for the situation. That's all I'm saying. I'm not worried about being dated, okay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or outdated. But what anyway?
Hold on. First of all, I know you're 50 your ass.
Boom.
Your old ass is not talking about me being outdated.
Old MFer you've seen, okay? But anyway, what's the word, dog? Talk to me. Tell me something. How's your week going? How's business going? How's life going?
Yeah.
It's going good, man. As far as working out, I kind of stopped doing like weightlifting, and started doing like more cardio based, more calisthenics. Okay. But then I kind of noticed, I'm like, man, I kind of miss the lifting, bro.
The look,
it does something.
Yeah, the lifting is like, it helps out, and I like both aspects because, you know, coming from a boxing background, I'm like, I miss the cardio as well, But yeah, now I'm kind of like back into a different routine. Started off with like a chest routine, and then Tuesdays are like legs, and so forth. So Monday did a chest routine, and then funny thing is actually, so I started helping out my friend coaching little kids for boxing classes. So we're doing that.
I love that.
Yeah, so we're doing that Tuesdays and Thursdays.
How old is these kids?
At Menifee.
Oh, that's a drive.
I would still do it though.
It's a park out there, so
I would love to help out with that.
Yeah,
Thanks
shout out
for
to my
inviting
homie,
me. Thanks for asking me, even though I know more boxing than you, but it's all right.
Oh damn, like that. All right.
Yeah.
Go vas a ver, güey, vas a ver.
Bring it on. Shit, I'll spark your little ass too. Shit.
So that's kind of like that. I implement that into my like workout routine because we actually have these kids. Like I work out with the kids. We do the drills.
Beautiful. I love that.
We do the drills, and then we actually have them spar against us.
Yeah.
So I just practice just defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I still get my cardio in as well. But other than that, man, it's going really well. I think we just passed our third week into classes.
Yeah.
So Tuesday.
I don't even know you. This is a whole different side. I didn't even know you were doing any of this.
Gosh.
There's tons of things that you don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I got some questions to ask you about some things you may not know. It's gonna be good.
I'm glad we have you on the podcast because we unlocked the new level of Brian.
I dabble in a lot of things. I keep it like hush hush, but I dabble in a lot of things because you always got to keep them guessing.
No, he didn't.
That is true. That is true. The audience.
Oh, okay.
The people out there. You just never know.
All right.
Yeah.
You know? Mystery guy over here.
Yeah.
That's why I got some good questions for him today.
All right.
Some great ones, and I want some great answers too.
I don't know about the great answers. I'll give you mediocre ones.
No, he's not. Watch how this goes.
No,
but Vanessa.
One thing, Brian is not mediocre.
No, he's not. What's your week looking like?
It's going great, man.
Right?
Gymming.
Yeah, gymming.
I'm gymming.
Yeah, gymming.
Working.
Hey,
thriving.
What? Tell the people what happened to your ankle. Like, what were you doing?
Why the fuck would you bring that? Okay, all right. Listen, y'all. I've had a couple of injuries lately, but this one in particular, I went to Mount Rubidoux for the first time. I've never been there before, so that was cool. It was on a whim. I went up there, and I was not prepared for what was in store. Not that it was a tough hill to climb or anything like that, but it was just something that I wasn't prepared for. I didn't have the right shoes. I didn't have... Long story short, I was going up this damn mountain, and there was this guy who kept running up the mountain. By the time I got up, he had already gone up 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah.
So then when I got to the top, he was like, "Oh, good thing you made it. I'm proud of you." And I was like, "Okay, motherfucker, damn, cool. All right." I was like, "You talking shit?" I was just kidding.
So,
But he was attractive. So I was like,
oh,
"Okay."
shit. See?
Wait, was this like a date or was it
No,
just like a random
it's
dude?
some random dude
Some
that kept
random
running
guy.
up. Imagine
Gotcha,
if that was a date, that would have been like so horrible. No, but so when he was running down, I was like, "Hey, can I like run down with you?"
Can I join you? Okay.
And he said, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay." So then as I was going down the hill, I kind of like tripped and then I like rolled
She stumbled.
a little. Yeah,
She
I
stumbled.
stumbled a little bit.
But you know what?
It wasn't a lot though. It
When
wasn't
you-
like the whole way down the mountain.
But you know, like I said, like that. You know that what reminded me of that situation was that one Aaliyah song. If at first you don't succeed,
Try again. Oh, that's not it?
pick yourself back up and try again.
Yeah.
Get back on that mountain.
Oh, I'm gonna
go
go
find
back.
that runner. Go find that gazelle.
I'm gonna go back.
Tackle
on,
the gazelle.
I'm gonna go back on Sunday. I did not.
Tackle the gazelle.
We
You know.
did, I don't want it anymore. That was it was in the moment.
Explain a little bit, because like the way you're saying it, I'm picturing like, do like
No,
That's what I'm saying.
No. It was like a little like when your ankle rolls. I don't know if you've ever gone in the ring and like ran circles in the ring, right? So sometimes your ankle will roll when you're going to the side.
yeah.
So that's what happened. So this ankle has always been like that since I was fighting.
So pretty much you were falling, pop locking.
Pretty much I was damn near like
He was like
showing up my
and then
skills. Yeah, and then he didn't ask me for my number, so
that was a failed mission.
it wasn't a mission. It was like
It was a failed mission. It was a
let's
mission.
see what happens.
It was a mission.
So did he see you do all this?
Yeah.
As men, we call those missions, right, B?
Yeah.
Yeah, we call those missions. You were on a mission.
I was not
and
on a mission.
And you were on a mission. You fucking failed.
Did he say anything to you afterwards?
Did he help you
it
up?
was just like I wasn't like down like that. It was just like
Did you take a knee? Undertaker.
he just said if I was all right, and I said yeah, and he's like, all right, we'll see you next time. I was like, all right, cool. Here's
So
my
pretty
Instagram.
much peace.
Here's my Instagram.
Oh.
Oh, Instagram.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, that's still
Instagram
a way
is
of
like the new
communication,
number.
I guess.
I gave him the podcast one because I didn't really want him to contact me.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to go there.
Oh, I tagged it in.
I'm not doing this with her, right? But you know what? I'm glad you had a great fitness week. And I'm
You know
glad
what though? I am like getting out of my comfort zone is what I'm saying. Like
As you should.
The comfort of me even saying like, hey, let me run down with you. I would never do that. I don't usually talk to people or
That's cool.
especially like, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
was like, oh, let me see. I'm 37. Let me see what I got going out here. And I fell. So I was like, let's not do that again.
You should have played it to your advantage. You're like, Macay, oh no, like I need help.
Yeah, he definitely could have, he had a lot of muscles. So he definitely could have helped
You
out.
messed up, dude. Like you could have played that out to your advantage.
I don't want to talk about this no more.
Yeah, I could tell. It's, but I mean, that's cool. I'm glad you guys had a great week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But, you know, so we're really here to talk about, we'll leave my fitness week out of here. You already know what I
No. Let's talk about it.
I just been very ruthless in the gym lately.
Yeah.
That's
Like
good.
very ruthless. I'm attacking everything. It's summertime.
When are you not, man? You're always like pretty hardcore. Like,
Well,
what are your levels as far as like because what we already know as you as
what do you
your
mean? Like my levels?
hardcore like working out versus like
Do I ever have like so? I feel like so. I've always had, and I think I've told you this before. I don't really have gym partners. I mean, me and you have trained together. Me and you have trained together. But outside of that, like, I don't have gym partners unless my bros are here and then we work out. But I don't have gym partners, and for a reason. No one's ever consistent in that situation, and that's what pisses me off because I know how I am. You know, I've trained you, and it'll be drive. I don't give a shit, and you know I'm that type of person. You know what I'm saying? So and now we're in the summer, so I'm really on like high volume, like just straight high volume, high reps. So if I'm not getting anything over like 7 to 10, I'm not really doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so right now, you know, it's just about just looking good and feeling good. And then it's too hot for me to really be training. But again, it's cardio.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back to what you were saying, I actually been hitting the bag lately
cool.
just for my cardio because I really hate getting on the treadmill, but I've been getting on the treadmill. Yeah. You know, and then I just been, like I said, high volume right now. Repetition is key. And that's how, you know, you get it done. And then the food, like, you know, when it's this hot right now, I don't care for hot food. I don't care for big meals around this time of year at all, period. I like very cool and more fresh meals. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if it's too heavy, I really don't mess with it. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, like pastas and all that shit, I don't eat that shit.
Fucking caldo.
It's just too much,
That's
bro.
Mexican all
Bread,
day, every day, man.
like one of my friends told me they were eating fucking soup in the fucking summer. I said,
That's
soup in the fucking
Mexican.
summer?
Yeah,
Why?
My mom
caldo,
would
I'm
make
not
caldo de res, which is like beef soup,
Stew.
I guess. Yeah.
Like stew or something?
No, it's beef soup. It's just soup with beef in it, right? And
Yeah.
so like, oh my gosh, it was so annoying. Or like, even beans, like beans that are not refried, right? It's too hot for that.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's too hot.
It
But
is
she would
not
do
good.
it. Pozole. she would make pozole
No
for parties.
way, bro. Like, why?
Yeah,
like, and
I
then the
don't
house
know,
be
man.
fucking hot, I bet?
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
that shit was good though. I'd be sweating to eat that shit.
Sweating and eating. Like, so
care.
when I'm on the table, my forearms are like fucking sweating on the table.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I can't do it. Like, I walked into a restaurant.
nasty too, man.
It was a restaurant I went into, and then I was like, man, he was like, oh, do you want your order here, or you want to eat it? And AC wasn't working. I said, nah, taking the shit to go.
Eat in my car.
Yeah, I'll eat with the AC booming. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do it. But anyway, I'm glad you guys had a great workout week. So today, guys, we're here because we really want to not really talk about us two here. We want to talk about this guy here. He is the guy behind the camera, guy behind the scenes. But a lot of you may not have really seen him. But now we got a picture to go with who the guy we talking behind the camera is, and helping us out with our edits and setting us up, real nice and fly. And our other guy, Mike, obviously, we're gonna get him on later. But this is Brian.
And if you've ever seen Martel's like videos of like music videos or
Fitness.
stuff for his fitness stuff, this guy right here is the one that creates all that stuff.
Yes.
Not all of it. Like
Well, we have, but a lot of the guys he's one of the guys that do a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
Recently, it's been
definitely.
it's been him.
Okay, put it like this: if you've seen Gym Tour, that's the guy behind the camera. That is the guy. So we gonna get this party started. You want to shoot first, or should I shoot first? Because I got some questions.
Go.
Hey, so B, remember that one time? And I was like, yeah, man, invite me next time. I'll be your like security, whatever, right? You remember when I said that?
yeah.
So I was like, yeah. So what's up with them Hollywood parties, man, that you were going to when you're filming? Like they look like low key porn star-ish.
Little orgy party.
Yeah, like what the fuck
that's
is
like
going
a
on over
orgy
there?
party
So
that
what
you
be
go
going
to.
on? Like what type of stuff do you see? The reason why I'm asking this question, when you shoot certain parties, and I'm talking about not the little the rich people parties, but I'm talking about the parties with the Hollywood parties. Like what are some of the things that you run into when you got that camera going?
What he's saying is the one with the hot girls in it.
Not all of them were hot. I'm just saying.
Well, I wouldn't consider them Hollywood parties. Like, so like.
Reason why I call them that is because that's the type of stuff you see there.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I have like a lot of experience in just like shooting events and nightclub stuff. But I mean, I wouldn't consider them like. I think it's just a normal night out.
Oh, excuse us.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
no,
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck?
Oh wow. He's the cool guy over here.
I don't know. Maybe you might be referring to like the stuff that you seen that I did in Jamaica.
Well, that's some of it, but no, there was a one where they had like this big party, and there was like females like they were like damn near naked, and
I think that's
they were in like the
Jamaica
hills
one.
or something. They were like in the hills. It was like I don't remember. It was like a weird looking party. It was a bunch of kids. They looked younger,
Bunch
like
of kids?
like not kids, but like they were like you gotta understand. I'm
What
40.
the hell?
They were like 24, 25 years old. Like they
Okay.
look like I mean, like I don't know, like a big college party that was going on. I remember you showed me the video, but I'm not sure. But I remember like it looked pretty wild. Is what I'm saying. And it was in the hills in LA. I remember you told me that.
Basically, what he's asking you is like, what are you doing there? Like, what's that like?
I'm trying to remember what exactly.
I wish I knew, but I don't.
Yeah. What do I see? I mean, I see a lot of
This
stuff.
is when you have so many jobs. He gets so many jobs. This is what
Yeah.
happens.
I see a lot of
you.
stuff.
Okay, so just speak on like basically like the high volume like parties that
Yeah.
you go get to see like when people are what are some of the things you run into like with people.
What's the
like,
craziest
the
thing you
party
saw?
scenes? I'm just talking about the party scenes first. We're gonna get that out the way.
Party scenes. I mean, it's funny because like back when I was like 21, like I would go out and drink with my friends
right,
and stuff like that and do that, and then I had already gone into like the whole like video stuff, but then people were started contracting me to do nightclub stuff. So now I'm on the other side of kind of not really drinking or partying, but I have to capture
Right.
the whole essence of the place and event. So then you get people fucking, acting a fool, and once the camera's on, everybody just acts different. Like
Yeah.
everybody's just more wild. It amps
Yeah.
the energy up.
Right.
But yeah, I think my whole job is just to capture that essence, and because I have the camera, like I said, it makes it look like it was a lot better than it actually was.
Right.
Sometimes the camera does do a trick on that, and then especially my editing, it does do a trick. Like, all right, cool. My whole job is like make it better than what it was, or make it how it was, or even better, right? So,
right.
But yeah, it just different stuff.
It's true, because if you look at your videos, I'm like, it looks like it's the best freaking time of somebody's life.
Yeah.
That's
I will
because
give you those props.
I do a very, very good job of doing that.
Well,
but, and then
see, this is what happens, y'all. I give him a little compliment, and you give him a little bit.
I'm sorry, no, that's
take the
you.
whole thing.
That's you.
Jeez Louise, man.
That's you,
I just
dude.
gave you the best compliment. I said, your shit looks actually like it's the best time. Why are you adding up to this shit?
I was checking my nails that I don't have.
But that's kind of like the whole gist of editing, right? And it's like when you get hired, some of these parties are as dope as it looks like,
Right.
but then sometimes they're not, and they need some footage to
Needs
like
a little
promote.
boost.
Yeah,
Needs a little boost.
Yeah.
Well, you do really good job at boosting
Yeah,
that
that's
shit
one thing
up.
you
you.
do for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
You know, I can
Editing
vouch
is
for that.
no fucking joke. I mean, I've tried.
How are you like? I know you told me you're taking classes.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning, dude. I'm like a baby steps, but it's just a lot of time consumption, right? Or is that even a word?
Get that ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my little lisp. Sorry, but your shit, man. It looks like you do that in like 5 minutes.
Oh,
But people don't understand.
Brian's a
how long it takes.
perfectionist.
Yeah.
I've that is, and I think we all
That
are
is
in a
facts.
sense.
Yeah.
But so if ever like I'm like say, hey, I'm doing this or doing that, and then like Brian's shooting it, oh yeah, it's gonna take a minute because I gotta, he gotta do what he gotta do. I let him go through it. I love his artistry, so that's why I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why we work. He works good. We work good together.
Just because you see 30 seconds or a minute of it
Exactly.
doesn't mean
No.
it
That
took a minute to do that.
So
Yeah.
realistically, how long does it take you to shoot something, to edit something after you shoot?
It depends. It depends on the
how big
project.
it
It
is,
depends on the
yeah.
type of content.
Yeah.
It just.
If
really
I asked you
doesn't-
to make me a reel of a workout of me working out for 2 hours,
do I have to shoot it?
yeah,
Well,
you
yeah.
already shot it. You have all the content. How long would it take you to make the edit?
Here.
For literally a 30-second video.
Watch this real quick. So here, let's go. Let's go with the first gym tour video, which was damn near 2.5 hours. Let's just go there. How long did it take you to edit that?
I could probably fully concentrated. Probably maybe 2 days, 3 days.
Oh my gosh!
Fully concentrated.
You got to be kidding me.
Nah.
Because it takes. So have in mind. So everything that I shoot,
Yeah.
I bring into.
He has to break it up.
I bring it into.
it's
I have to rewatch it again.
Yeah,
So I bring it into the
that's
timeline.
2 hours. The video's only 2 hours.
Yeah, dude, so you have to go through that, and then like, and especially with me, like I'm like, all right, cool. I run it back again. I'm like, do I like it? Do I like it? No, don't like that shot. That's out. And then so I build what's called selects. Selects is just basically
is, yeah.
anything that's garbage gets out of the timeline, and then you just
Right.
have the best shots,
And then that's what
and then you
work
just
off
work
of.
with
Yeah.
what you got. Yeah,
Right,
And you
right.
move shit around.
So that,
you
yeah.
make things look.
And that helps.
Yeah.
So 2 days. Wow. Yeah, that definitely it's time consuming.
Now
for
check
sure.
this out. What's the fastest you could actually edit?
Yeah.
That's the question.
I mean,
If you really like dialed in.
nowadays it's like, all right, cool. What, like these reels that come up that just need 2-3 shots. I mean, I could just do 2-3 shots, sync it up with some music, and then that's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because I still
2
have to go
hours?
through the footage.
2 hours and 2 days. Perfect. So now I know how long it'll take.
This is people that are paying him. All right.
Listen, wait, man. We're in this together.
And then just have in mind, like, obviously the higher the price,
Yeah.
I mean the
faster it gets.
faster
faster
it
it
gets.
gets. Well,
Yes.
sometimes because it's also things like on bigger projects or
Right.
bigger budgets, they allocate a certain amount of time and a certain amount
right,
of
right.
budget. So they're like, all right, cool. Should take you around this time of days. Here's the budget, so forth.
So I have a
got it.
question. Ready?
No,
All right. So, what made you say yes to helping us with the podcast?
because podcast is like the thing right now.
Oh, okay.
So and then 2 is like I've never joined a podcast or anything like that. So I thought I'd be interested in jumping on that project.
I didn't get the answer I wanted.
Damn.
I'm sorry. What was?
Yeah, what was the answer you wanted? I want to know now.
We're amazing people, and he loves us.
Well, that's shouldn't that be a given?
God,
No,
man.
people need to hear that shit.
Hey, man.
My love language is words of affirmation. I need to
Sorry,
hear
that's
that
not
shit.
my love language.
It's not about you. It's about me.
I'm not getting into this shit at all. Period. I'm gonna leave that to them.
This is us all the time. So if you think me and him go at it, like I
It's
think
not even close.
this is way worse. This is like real like
Yeah, they really go at it. I don't.
Yeah.
I stay. But anyway. So just what made you want to get into videography? I've asked you to shoot like photos, but like I know you sometimes are like, nah. Like you don't tell me that, but you're like, okay, I'll do
told
it,
me.
but it's not really your thing.
Yeah.
You told
So,
me.
but what made you get into videography? That's my thing.
Man, that's, do you want the long story or the short story?
short.
The best one.
We only got 45 minutes. I'm just
Man,
kidding.
dude, like,
And how did it start? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what started it?
so it's funny because like I've throughout middle school and high school, I've always had like classes like multimedia classes, kind of like animation stuff.
I've had all that and I never got into it. So I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
and I was interested in it. I did a good job, but I never thought of any like to extend it to a career, right?
Right.
So in middle school, I think I got like a multimedia class, and we learned how to do kind of like slideshows. And we basically they had a camera, and then we take a picture, and then so forth. That was cool. And then back in high school, I took an animation class, and then I learned how to do like I would draw cartoons and then animate it in like
That's freaking cool.
Yeah,
What
so-
school did you go to?
Vista Lago.
Ugh. Okay. They had all the good stuff. It was a new school too.
It was a new. I don't know if they had all the new stuff. We were
But see,
brand new.
I had all that stuff when I was in
didn't
high
have
school, and I'm older than
animation.
both of y'all, so.
Yeah,
You sure are. Let's
was
have
a-
that.
I was the first graduating class of Vista Lago, and we had like no resources. Like we didn't have a
How- it
football
was a new
field. We
school?
didn't have a pool.
Oh, you're right.
We didn't have.
right.
We didn't have
Yeah.
anything.
It was still being built, kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't
But
have-
animation is pretty cool. We didn't have that in mobile.
that was a cool class.
Yeah.
So that was pretty dope, and I learned how to like say for instance like learn how to move a ball across
That's
the screen.
freaking dope.
And then so it was a lot of work because you had to like
Yeah.
draw each
Right.
circle, move it in each page, and
Yeah.
so forth. So that was cool. But I never like I said I never thought of like that as a career.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I never got into photography. Like all those type of things were like that's kind of nerd shit, right? Like
Yeah.
that was like it was like whatever. Like
Thought it was
Hey man, I actually like that type of shit.
I know,
When I, was a
I
kid,
thought
so I don't think it was nerd shit. It's
I know.
because I believe you have to have a certain type of imagination to even do this type of stuff. So
Just
that's
be artistic.
that's what I'm asking. Yeah,
yeah. And then
artistry, right?
right.
I also took I can't remember what grade I was in high school, but I took like it was like a TV production class or a film class. And then I learned like basics of what
Yep.
frames are, the shots and stuff like that. Learned a little bit about like film.
This is still high school.
Yeah, I was in high school.
I took that
And
in
then-
college.
And then we actually made like little commercials and stuff like that. I remember I made a commercial for the school because I always liked the cookies out there. The cookies were bomb, and I made a commercial for the cookie at the cafeteria.
Nerd.
Pretty cheesy, but it was fun.
Nerd.
Was it the cookie that had the little that was in a bag and had the little flat?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
shit was fire.
That's
I ain't gonna
oatmeal.
lie.
Those are
No, it wasn't.
No, it was chocolate chip.
It was chocolate chip.
chocolate chip.
Hell yeah.
Which is the one that was like oatmeal and then had like the white stuff in the middle and then the
Oh, those are grandma's cookies.
No, it's not grandma. Is it grandma?
Grandma had those. Yeah, with the white
I don't
stuff. Hey, listen, I was a snack king.
Yeah, it's two-sided, right? Like
Yeah.
Oreo, but instead it's oatmeal.
Are you talking about the little Debbie's?
Oh, Little Debbie's, yeah.
Little I don't want to say the word. The little Debbie cream pie.
Oh yeah.
What's happening?
We're just gonna leave it at that.
I don't know
We'll
what's
just leave it
happening.
at
It was a little Debbie cream.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
I think I know what you're like. I think I know what you're like.
Oh man.
hey,
'Cause it's
you little
like-
Debbie's out there getting cream pie. Hey, dog,
man.
it's too hot for this shit. Okay, listen. All right,
a couple
my fucking
times.
stomach hurt. I did that yesterday, bro.
My makeup is gonna run.
All right,
God.
so look, okay. Let's not talk about desserts and cream pies at all again, because that shit that got out of hand real fast and too. Wait, I ain't gonna
That
say
was
too
you,
quick.
not me.
What you said you like?
It's
Little
a good
Debbie's.
snack.
You say you like Little Debbie's.
snack.
I'm not gonna say it. But yes.
My makeup.
Got you. Everybody's good. Everybody's set.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I'm straight.
All right, so you
Back
made a
to it.
commercial for a damn chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then just learn like just basics and stuff like that, and that was it.
Got you.
And it's funny because like, I got so in high school I was in boxing as well. Like, so it's funny because everybody in all three of us have a relation
the fighting
with
game.
boxing. And then
Oh, my eyes.
I think back in like I don't know, it was like 11th grade. I told a couple of my homies, I was like, yo, like we should go to the park and we should just like box. And then they're like, yeah, fuck it, like down.
Yeah.
So we just got a group going, just like friendly sparring. And like, of course, none of my friends had
Cameras?
boxing experience.
Okay.
So my fucking asshole, it was fucking. I was
thought
like
you
being
was
a
the shit.
I was being a little fucking bully, but anyway, so I had brought
A camera?
my parents' camera, and I had asked someone to like help me film it. So then I filmed it, or so they helped me film it, and then I got back to the house, and then I uploaded the stuff to my computer, and then yeah, man, like I put like a small little reel, and this was back when
It's 2000 what?
I graduated 2006, so that was
5? 4? Yeah, 5
Probably
or 4.
four.
Facebook. Instagram wasn't even around in 2004.
Yeah, you
or
had
five.
all you had was YouTube
Yeah.
yeah. So, but I put
and
everything
MySpace.
in MySpace, yeah. So that's where I uploaded it
Yeah.
actually. So
Yeah.
I made a little video, and back then I had the editing software was Windows Movie
Movie
Yeah,
Media,
yeah.
Movie Media. Yeah.
I used to use that.
and then pretty interesting to how like you can still make some pretty cool stuff with that.
Yeah.
So then I did like a little highlight video with that, and then I used that song "Boom It's On" by Ying Yang Twins, and then
It's on, yeah. All right.
and then so I uploaded to MySpace, and then I shared it with my friends, and they're like, "Yo, how the fuck did you do that? That shit looks dope as fuck."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to be honest, I didn't know how. Like I just.
did it.
I was always really like a big
Creative.
computer nerd. So like I just knew how to like
Worked it.
work it and
But
like
you know what I was gonna say? The Windows Media actually has some good little edit little stuff you could use on there.
Transitions?
Yeah, transitions.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that was it. And again, like no
Experience.
no
It's like Pictionary. I'm trying to get these words.
no like just no realization that I still want to do
okay,
this
okay.
as
Right.
as a profession. And then fast forward, went to college. I went to community college in RCC. Started getting my general ed out the way, and then still trying to figure out, well, like, dude,
Yeah.
what I want to do for a career. Like that was kind of like my biggest thing. I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Got you.
I still had connections with boxing and had a couple friends go professional. So then one of my friends just fought, and then I was like, yo, dude, is there any way I can get footage from any of your old fights? And I want to do like a reel for you.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah. He's like, let me get back to you. And then he gets back to me and he gives me a CD with one of his fights. And then I bring it in, same thing how I did with the other time I did with the fight. And then I did a highlight reel for him. And then I fucking burned it onto a CD. Mm-hmm. And then I gave it to him. I gifted to him as a birthday present.
Oh, that's freaking dope.
And then he saw it and he's like, bro, how the fuck did you do that? That shit's amazing. And again, I didn't know how to answer. I was like, just did it. Like, and then he was actually the one. He's like, dude, you should actually like look into doing something like this.
Right.
Like you can work into like ESPN. You can do something like that. So that kind of triggered something in my head. And then so I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, right. So then I did some investigating, and they RCC actually had a film program,
Got it.
and that was at the Riverside
Campus.
Campus.
I like that campus. It's a nice one.
So yeah,
I fell there a couple times too.
yeah. Damn. You said you fell? Mm-hmm. How'd you fall?
Anyway, back to your story.
Bleachers.
So then I looked into that, and then I was like, oh, they have.
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up.
What?
Why would the fuck would I be in the bleachers?
People run the bleachers.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you run the bleachers?
I thought you were doing some weird sexual joke or something.
With bleachers?
Yeah, because girls be under the bleachers.
Oh.
I was like, hold on, making sure. Well, he was making fun of the other. Anyways, back to your story. You
I know where her mind's at, but
yeah, because you were talking about other stuff.
Debbie, what?
I'm not.
Anyways, go ahead.
We go.
You gotta make things everything. I gotta be on my toes because you make shit inappropriate.
I didn't make anything inappropriate.
I was
That's
talking
good,
about
though.
dessert.
That's good though. You got to be
Don't
sharp.
talk-
Keeps
Yeah.
you sharp. That's
Yeah,
good.
pretty much
People on
good.
their toes, right? Keep people guessing. All right. Anyways, go ahead.
So I looked into
RCC.
and they had a film program, and I was like, "Fuck, this is it. Let me give it a shot." I was already going to that, so then I had looked into that, and they had a film program. And the first class that I took was an editing class, and I was like, "Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. This is what I want to do." And then so from there, I took all the classes that you're required to get into the program and get the certificate. Another thing another class
they still have that.
yeah, they still have it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they still have it.
It's probably bigger. It's probably easier now. Too. It's so much.
Yeah.
So much.
I
So
wonder
much
if it's
different.
online though. That'd be dope.
What?
The
editing
course.
course.
Like from RCC?
Yeah. I'll look into it.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I'll look into it.
but yeah, that program was really cool because it didn't really feel like school. It felt it was probably the easiest thing I did as far as like academics. Like
Yeah.
I didn't have to like
Think.
Well, you knew it. It's like, for instance, like I tell people about me doing music before I went into college to go and do music.
yeah.
Like it was easy for me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Cool. This is what I like anyway.
It's a
Yeah.
natural gift. Isn't
Yeah.
it crazy how like you're just naturally able to do? You're just a creative person. I think when you're
I would say so,
creative,
yeah. Yeah.
when you're creative, it just putting things together in
Creativity,
like a creative form. It just comes natural to you.
Yeah, and I was
Just like
I was
music,
always
Yeah.
I was always like a straight A student and like I was really good with
Nerd.
academics.
Yeah.
I was a real nerd.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Sorry.
But like, one thing I don't do well is like mathematics. I fucking hate that
too.
shit. Like,
I don't like talking numbers and have to
I
do
love
it.
I don't
I
either.
love numbers.
But like this program just felt so easy for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what I want to fucking do. And that program is so great, dude. Like it made you realize like, okay, cool, this is how you do stuff. It made you the way you had to collaborate with
Yeah.
people, like, and this is exactly how you're supposed to do it out in the
Right.
real world. Like you can't just be shy or
Yeah.
like think you're the shit or whatever. Like you need people
Yes.
to work with or to network, and that program taught me that a lot.
Yeah.
One of the cool classes that they had was a news station. So we
cool.
had our own news station, and the class was they taught us how to run everything like a news station. We were producers, we were reporters, we were all that, and that was really cool. And they taught us to go out we were field producers, right? So they taught us to go on the field. Like we had subjects. I think my subject was sports. So I did like extreme sports, and then like since I had ties to boxing, I interviewed people in the boxing community. So that was really cool because you had to go on, you had to send emails, you had to like set up stuff or go on phone calls. Hey, I'm such and such from the RCC television station. We're doing a story. We'd like to do something like that. So, dude, this is all like, dude, I'm learning so much in this out of a college. I'm like, this is really something that I'm really interested in wanting to do. So we would go shoot the stories. Then we would have to come back to the studio and edit everything, and then we I think every Tuesday we had to air
the episode.
we actually shot the show live. Was it live? No, it was live to tape. My bad.
Okay.
So it was recording. So we had a studio, we had the camera set up, we had the anchors at the desk, and then we had a whole we had a back room, and then we had to everybody was giving directions. We had like microphones and all that. So everybody was like, "Hey, take shot number 2," and then we had
That's dope.
switchers. We had everything.
Yeah,
It was
you had
like-
it all.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I got a question. Have you ever thought, or have you thought about ever doing like a short film or filming? And the reason why I ask that is because you've done obviously commercials. You've done other filming for companies and stuff like that. So my question is, have you ever thought about putting your creativity to a big like stage where it's like, okay, cool, let me try something to get some guys together that, because I know a few guys you could possibly get with and y'all can put together something crazy. Just in my mind, I'm using my imagination. But like Smitty is one of our other guys that we know, YC, if y'all got together and made like a little short film, I think that'd be dope as hell. But, I'm just asking the question, have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, man. So I would consider myself a big film buff. Like, I like film, I like cinema. But you know what? I really haven't had any spark in me to create a film. I don't know why. I really like documentary stuff.
Interesting you say that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I brought a documentary project to you, and I didn't get any interest in it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, sorry, I don't know what to say about that.
No, that's my next
No,
question.
no, it was just like I was probably just really busy with all these projects.
I get no love, y'all. It's all right.
Wait, huh? I'm lost. So you gave him a documentary to look at?
Idea.
Idea.
It's a
No, we're not giving
That
we're not giving the idea out. I'm just saying that I brought an idea to you.
Oh.
We're not putting it out there.
Oh, sorry.
Because it's in the making, but
Y'all can't know pretty much is what she's
not
saying.
yet.
So X what I just said.
Yeah, huh?
X what I just said.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Cut it out.
Bleep it out or whatever. But yeah, so your thing is documentaries. You like doing that?
I like a variety of things. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Vice.
Yes.
Yes.
Vice. So those type of style of documentaries,
That's cool.
I love. That's like so ideal.
Yeah.
So one thing I think, which I've watched a couple things on Vice, like, what do you think about because I'm more into like short, because honestly, when the documentaries get too long, I start to lose all like attention. Like my attention span just goes, I don't want to see it no more. So what, if you were to do a documentary, like what would it be about?
Man, probably it'd be something very similar to like HBO 24/7.
I love that.
Or Showtime's All Access.
Okay, so you never really? Okay, so
Those are no award.
Mayweather used to have them all the time. So right before his fight, they would have 24/7.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know it was called 24/7.
Yeah,
I thought
it
it was
was.
called like see, I'm thinking like some like Hard Knocks type of thing, like the football one. See?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah,
that.
so something like that.
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Okay, I know what 24/7 is. I'm tripping.
Yeah, it's all right.
So like stuff like that would be so ideal. Like I would love to do something like that. A lot of
That's
stuff that
funny
I like.
because when I pitched the documentary, that's exactly how I called it. But it's all right.
I want something funny.
I
don't think we have enough funny shit in the world.
I think mine would have been hilarious.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I don't know.
Like comedy. I think comedy.
I don't know if that's my niche. Like I'm a fan of comedy, but I don't think that's my niche as far as
It's whatever
creating.
you're passionate about, really.
Yeah, I'm just asking you. I would love to do like a short film, like something funny. Like that's just me though.
So like when you say like short film, I would love to do something like very like something about like Chicanos. Like I love Chicano film.
Yeah.
Movies.
Blood in, blood out.
Stuff like I love that.
Boulevard
or like
Nights.
or like something similar to End of Watch.
Oh, okay. I like that one.
Yeah, so that type of films, like I love those type of films.
Well, speaking of film, I think should we present like a little bit of what he's worked on so people can know what he does?
I think we should.
Yeah.
That would be a great thing to do.
Yeah.
I want you guys. We want you guys to see like what what
The
this
man
guy's
in action.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna go into a little clip real quick.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And be right
show you
back.
what the guy does. Check it out.
My name is
Yo, so hey man,
She was dope.
just by seeing that, bro, I definitely think we need to we gotta start upping the ante when it comes to video shooting. Anyway, Gym Tour 2025. What's going on, man?
Let's talk about the videos first, all right?
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with it, man. He knows, but no, definitely some great work, brother.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I
man.
mean
Thank you.
the first video in itself, like all the snippets of the different things that you do, I think it just shows of your talent. The second one, I think is again it's gonna be my favorite because that video with the car and the music and it's just like a perfect vibe.
Yeah.
It's like that's my kind of film that I like the little edits that I like to see.
Some like Fast and Furious type shit, huh?
Yeah, I just think that the way that it was edited was perfect because the car and the music just tie in together, and then it's like you get a little bit of everything, and it doesn't leave like the viewer like hanging. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
You know, my take on it was, you know, I just want to know what the life was, the sitting down at the table with the you know, in the Beverly Hills Hotel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what's the whole get up in that? Like, you know, because that's business.
Yeah.
You know, I like to sit in those rooms and see what's going on.
Yeah, that was an interesting project. So that was a project through a mutual friend of mine, and I think it was his cousin or something like that. Is the organizer of this thing called the Luxury Network. So I guess they do events every like other month or something like that, and then they needed like a recap video for this specific event at the Montage in Beverly Hills. So yeah, that was pretty fancy. So that one was pretty cool because.
Did they feed you?
Hey, I was about to ask you.
Yeah,
Hey, did you eat steak there?
How was it? How was the food?
I think so. Yeah, but I had to like eat away from the people. Like,
That's racist.
nah. To be honest, that's what.
But
they
it
do
was
in weddings,
business
too.
though.
kidding,
It was
I'm kidding.
business though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So, but that was cool because it was just people with that are in high end markets came together and network, and some dude was like into watches.
Yep.
That was his thing. Other people owned like real estate and stuff like that. So it just
big money though.
High. Yeah. I mean, it's a regular. It's a networking event in general, but
Right.
for higher end clientele.
That's pretty dope, man.
I think it's interesting when you come from like a small town. Okay, so I work in Orange County, right? And so I'm around I don't know. I'm around a lot of different variety of people a lot, especially in my industry.
Yeah.
And it's whenever I talk to somebody who like is from a small town and stays in a small town, it's like they kind of get like, oh my gosh, you go to these networking events and you're just like
blown away
by stuff like that. And it's like I think it has to do with that small town mentality. Do you get that?
It's never really get out to see the world type of thing.
Yeah, like I told somebody the other day, I was like, oh, my coworker collects Rolexes, and it's like she showed me the newest one she got. It's pretty nice or whatever. And they were like, a Rolex? Like it was like, dude,
it ain't that.
it's a fucking watch.
I think it just depends on like I mean I talk shit. I don't really like Moreno Valley that much, even though it was
Right.
Yeah.
I was born in Riverside and raised in Moreno Valley,
Yeah.
but and then like no offense to anybody that is about like the Moreno Valley life and so forth. Like people, I feel like Moreno Valley life is like a lot of people just kind of stick to.
You're in a box.
You're in a box. And the main thing to do in Moreno Valley is get a warehouse job. Like that's kind of like the main
It's
thing.
crazy. You know, like, and you know what I tell people is like, I had a group of friends. I mean, my circle is very small now, and I would tell them like, they'd be like, bro, why you always gone? Because you have to get out to see the world.
have to.
Yeah.
And it's like some people really just stay here. Their mentality is here.
That's a small
they
town.
never get out of this box. And literally, we live in a grid. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? it's 8 miles this way, it's 8 miles that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And back and forth, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like people literally, their mind is just literally stuck here because they've never seen the world. They've never seen another state.
Yeah.
They never want to go and do anything else but here. And so when we get out to go and see these things, people like us, it's like, all right, I've seen this already. You know what I mean? This is nothing new to me.
I mean,
if we grew up with money, like, or if you grew up with nice cars, if you grew up or seen a certain type of watch, you know what I'm saying? A certain type of a ring or a car or whatever the case may be, it's nothing to you.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I not to get off subject or whatever, but it's like we're already on the subject. When I went away for college, like that was my thing. Like I wanted to get out of the city, right? Well, I come from LA, but I went and I was always part of that big city life. And then coming here, it's like, oh my God, I felt like I was in a box.
Yeah.
And I was
Everybody
like,
knows everybody. It's
all I wanted was to get out of that damn box. And once I got out and then started traveling, it was like,
oh man,
the world is so big, and you want to
Definitely.
instill that in your kids.
Yeah.
You know, at least me for my son, I want to.
Yeah,
You know, we
me too.
travel, and he sees different places, and hell no.
And it's crazy because some people are cool with that, like as far as
Yeah.
staying in there, and they're content. And then that's them.
their thing.
For them.
That's them.
Yeah.
And then like
Whatever makes you happy, right?
I kind of compare the Moreno Valley to the warehouse job as the same thing as a small town miner, like in the like working the mines type
Yeah.
situation,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
you're in that town, you're gonna do the mining stuff. Like that's what you're set to do. And like
Right.
like
It's
It's because we and people like I tell people all the time, like, dog, like, oh, it's so hard for me to find a job out here. It's really not, because to be honest, there's so many warehouses on every corner. It's like a Starbucks. Warehouses are like the Starbucks in Moreno Valley.
yeah, for sure.
Like you go up the street, up, boom, hit a corner, oh, warehouse over there.
That's another thing, right? I'm single and I'm in the dating world, right? And one of the questions that I've been asked a lot is like, when I talk about what I do, it's like I speak of it as a career. Like this
As
is
you
my
should.
this is my career, right? And
Wait,
like,
what exactly?
like when I'm dating, right? And somebody asks you like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I tell them like, "Oh, my
Oh,
career."
gotcha.
What I do as a career.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's not a job. Because when most people ask you like, "What do you do for your job?" or whatever, and I guess the women they've talked to has been like, I work at this warehouse, or I work at, I do this or that, and I'm like, I'm a
Hey,
marketing-
hey, them warehouse girls is freaky.
Anyway, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Back to what I was.
No, they get a bad rap. Like
They got a bad
It's not-
rap.
I'm not giving nobody no bad
Not you.
rap. What I'm saying is,
look, we just having fun. Like, you know what I'm saying?
the type of men.
Don't try and smooth it out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Those are the
anyway.
little Debbies over there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, so it's
but
like
no, I hear you though.
That's why I prefer not to date people in this area. No offense, but it's like it's very.
I think it can. But hold on, let me say this too, because like I think here you can go either two ways or three, and you can either have to commute somewhere because you live here and your family's here, or
I commute.
you do the warehouse job, right? Or you can own your own business.
Right.
And that's how this place goes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's how originally Moreno Valley was supposed to be set. As far as like it was supposed to be a place to raise family and then commute
yeah.
to LA, Orange County, and all
When
that.
I first moved out here, my mom was working in Orange County. My dad had a phone and pager shop out in Long Beach. Like, we didn't even. I was just telling my dad the other day. I said, dude, I don't remember even actually going to school out here until like actually my third grade year, and I moved from LA my second grade year. And I didn't even go to school. I was still in second grade, but I don't even remember actually going to second grade, to be honest with you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I commute.
Because my parents had to commute, and we was too young to be at home by ourselves. Probably would have, But anyway, that's crazy though.
Going back to like
Your videos.
getting outside of like the so-called box. That's another reason why I was interested in this whole like video thing is because you get to see and also just get to know all types of different types of people, right? And then what they do for a living. Like I love learning about different people and like their stories and stuff like that. And coming from like a documentary perspective, like that's exactly what documentaries do. Like you learn about people, their perspectives on life. What do they do for a living? How they get into that specific niche.
Right.
And yeah, like I really chose that just to because I really like that part of the job was just getting to know people, what they do for a living and stuff like that.
When you first meet Brian, you would never think that. It's like I'm learning a whole different person. You don't even talk that much.
Oh yeah.
Hey, unless he gets drunk and he hits his face in the pool.
That's true. If he's drinking, he's talking.
For sure, for sure.
He's dancing, he's talking, he's flirting, he's trying to fuck. I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn.
Not me, but I'm just saying. I've seen it.
Man.
Whatever the allegations is, deny.
I've seen it.
That would hit me by surprise. And it wasn't even about me. Jeez. All right, cool. Since we're there, we're going to take it back to the film and editing part. So, what was one of the most, interesting jobs you have probably gotten throughout the time? And, and what I mean by interesting, I'm looking for the juicy shit, man. Don't give me no boring bullshit, Brian. Okay, no boring bullshit, Brian. What are some of the most interesting jobs that you probably got called for, and you're just like, damn, okay, all right, this is gonna be one of those, you know what I mean? And whatever it may be for you,
like Bartel's jobs.
Nah, mine's fitness.
I mean, interesting in what aspect?
Any way aspect, it's a lot of action going on with this particular job. You had to go film something.
You're being too broad. What exactly you're talking about? Girls? You're talking about?
No, I'm making it very broad because it's his interesting, not my interesting.
No, but he needs you to be more specific. Is what he's asking.
So, the things that I have so many different.
Best one. Just give me your best one.
So my first kind of big break.
Yeah.
Was I got an internship with the magazine. Sure you guys familiar with the magazine?
Yes.
So back in my day, that was a pop in magazine.
Flex on them.
I actually performed at the show a few times.
Oh, did you?
Heck yeah, a few Anaheim and the LA show, and the San Diego show. I did.
Okay.
Yep. I performed and I did a song for Yokohama Tires for the dub. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I went to one.
Yeah, which one did you go to?
None. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to feel included.
Right. No, you've never no, do you know? But you know,
I know the magazine. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Cars, right?
Yeah, cars and
rims,
hip hop,
and girls and shit, right?
Yeah, hip hop lifestyle.
Yeah.
So that was a really interesting internship. Kind of want to backtrack as far as how I got that. So I had just graduated. What? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Because she's probably thinking you're stressed out when you have to start the conversation. Is that what it is? What the fuck, bro? Oh, man.
I'm crying.
Jesus.
It's too hot for this.
Nah, dude, I'm just waiting.
Because you did this Mexican shit. You did this Mexican shit that all Mexicans do, and about tell the longest story in the world. He said,
What'd I say?
Hey, man.
He did the Mexican Haktui. That's what he did.
What is that?
You know when Mexican guy clears his throat, you know it's gonna be a long ass story.
Oh, one of those.
Days.
I thought it was because he rubbed his head.
That too.
Dude, it's hot.
It is.
Sweating like crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was. I'm crying. That shit was so funny to me.
This is probably, this is literally us on a regular basis. This is just something you're honestly just getting a glimpse of. So, just be prepared for any type of outburst or.
Y'all didn't get my joke though? The Mexican Haktui? That shit was funny.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what the fuck is the
Haktui girl?
What the fuck is a Haktui?
Oh, that's the
Haktu. What is it?
Exactly what a Haktui is.
I know the girl, the country chick, right?
Yeah, but I said the Mexican Haktui because he cleared his throat. I said Mexican. All right, no, not funny.
No,
I ain't gonna say it ain't funny.
It's funny. It's fucking hilarious. Oh my god, that shit made me laugh.
That's good.
It's because when you did it, the joke popped in my head. I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh, you already had that shit.
Shit was fucking funny. I make myself laugh. I could be a comedian.
So interesting stories.
I'm crying.
Man. I got invited to Travis Barker's house up in
Just the shit.
Was he married?
About.
I think so. I don't know.
This is what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Run it. Go. Run it.
What?
Talk about it. Let's go.
I don't know if he was married or not. But that was a pretty cool.
He's fucking stupid.
I forget what I was saying.
They probably think we're on drugs.
Yeah,
right
I think you're
now,
on drugs.
bro.
I think you're on drugs.
No, but look, so I think this heat is like really.
I know this dumbass right here. Oh my god, it's funny.
I don't know what she's talking about.
It's hot.
I'm innocent, so. Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, I can't. Go, tell the story. Travis Barker.
Travis Barker.
Oh my god.
So we got a call to do a project with Travis Barker, and we shot a cover for him at the garage of the magazine. So, and it was like, dude, like no bodyguards, no nothing. It was just him.
And his cars. Was it his cars?
Yeah, I think it was his car. So what was pretty crazy, it was just a very skeleton crew, like super intimate. Like I was as close as me and you to Travis Barker.
Right.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. So I did like behind the scenes for that. And so we did the project, and then I was actually alone with Travis Barker for a moment, and then I just got to chop it up with him, and that fool was actually. Damn, so someone got the giggles over here.
A lot of things are going on right now.
It's so hot. It's so fucking hot.
Yeah, it's really hot.
It's super hot,
I
dude.
can't take it. I'm like literally drenching.
She's
in
crying,
sweat.
dude. She's,
Yeah, it's a thing right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's something going on in the air.
she's crying.
Just wanted to let you guys know we're facing some
Heating.
some difficulties right now.
Difficulties, yeah.
We're in a difficult time right now, and it's starting to show. This is not.
Oh shit, we
Yeah.
gotta take a pause. We gotta take a pause or something.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
get myself together.
Yeah, she's
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Can't we take a pause real quick?
she's like fried right now. Yo, we are back. Sorry about the delay. We had to get some things together. Well, she had to get some things together.
I had a
Because
laugh attack. Sorry.
yeah,
guys.
it was pretty difficult time for
And
us.
it was pretty hot. We got some AC running too. So.
yeah, so
But it's going to go away soon.
Yeah. So hurry up, Brian. Tell your story. Travis Barker.
Travis Barker.
Yeah, so we had the gig with Travis Barker, and then after the shoot, I had some time with him. Like, we were just alone. The dudes had to go back to the office, so we just started chopping up with Travis Barker, and that dude's he's from Fontana.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this fool's he's from the IE. Anyways, we got to chop it up, and then I had my business card, and I told him, hey man, like aside from this, I also do like photography and video.
Nice.
So you do photography.
Well, for
For
Travis.
Travis Barker.
Jeez,
Sir.
man.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta
Certain
be somebody.
So then I gave him my business card, and he looked at it, he's all right, dope. He's like I'll definitely keep you in mind. So I was like, for sure, cool. And that was that, right? And then so that was like on a Friday, and then the following Monday, I get a call from Famous Stars and Straps,
Oh, I love them.
and well, because you know how
Yeah.
he owns that brand. And so it was a dude from there. It was like one of the presidents or something like that. And he said, "Hey, we got our your business card was passed down to us from Travis Barker. Said you're interested in doing some video work for us." Yeah, for sure. He's like, "Cool. Well, we have an event going out in I think it was like Temecula. It was the Lucas off road race, and at the time they were sponsoring this dude named Twitch. Remember Twitch
Yeah.
from
I know Twitch.
Metal Militia?
Yeah.
So they were sponsoring him, and then it's like we need footage of that event and him. So I was like, yeah, for sure. So that was like I think that was like the following weekend. I shot it, then I edited it together, and then what's crazy is Travis Barker didn't like the shots that we did for him at the garage. because he was having like a bad hair day. I don't know what the hell was wrong with it. Like
He had hair at that time. Oh,
so
that's a
he
long time
actually
ago.
had the mohawk.
Oh, okay.
But he had like this. He had combed it over.
The hell?
So I don't know what
Emo
was.
style.
I don't know what
Yeah.
the whole style was at. And then he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm not really feeling it. Can we redo it? So we're like, yeah, cool. So we had the crew from the magazine go up there, and we went to his house, and we did a reshoot there. And one thing that I forgot to bring up was at that time we were shooting a show for MTV2 called the Dub Magazine Project, and basically that I was an intern for that show, and that show was basically the magazine come to life video form, right? So we learned about the artist itself, how they got into their field, and like how do they like cars and stuff.
Yeah.
So so we were shooting that as well during that same time. But he invited us to his house, so I got to see his house. Super, by far, probably like the coolest dude I've ever met. Like out of
he
all the
seems like
people,
just a genuine
I mean,
dude.
he's from the IE, dude. So he's super cool. And then he actually gifted us some shirts as well from Famous Stars and Straps. So, and then what's crazy was like when we went to his house, he looked at me. And he's like, "Yo, what's up, dude? How was like? Were you able to go shoot that event?" And then I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm almost done editing. He's like, all right, cool. He's like, can't wait to see it. And then my boy Rich, who he was a part of the Dub Magazine crew, he's like, hey man, like when we came up, he recognized you, huh? And I was like, yeah, he recognized me. He's like, dude, that's cool as fuck. Like he recognized your face.
Yeah.
And he addressed me and everything. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool.
That's a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So even like, I mean, he was already a big, like after Blink-182, he was still big.
Yeah.
I think he recently got bigger because of the relationship, but
Hell nah. Blink-182 is iconic.
he was already big. But
Yeah.
but I think he came back.
Yeah, he had
into,
because he had to die down for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was going
but
through a lot.
hold on, I will say this: as a drummer, I've never heard nobody on the drums like him, bro. And I've listened to plenty of drummers, bro. I've never heard nobody on the drums like him.
What's crazy about that too is he didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
he went out of his
Yeah.
way to
He's just a good
hand
dude.
over my business card to the head guys from Famous Stars and Straps and said, "Hey, make sure to reach out to him." So I thought that was mad cool.
That just tells you that it's all about networking.
Yeah,
Everything's all
Always.
about networking.
for sure.
Networking. Hey, so but you know he the guy that actually did all the graphics for Famous Stars and Straps, you know,
Yeah,
he did this logo, right?
I remember. Yeah, that's funny. Like
did the logo for me.
everything's full circle.
Yeah, for
Super
sure,
full
for sure.
circle.
Yeah,
That's
so-
crazy.
So you know, this is when we ask the guests to ask us some questions,
And he is the guest
and he
today.
is the guest. So, do you have any questions for us?
No questions.
Oh,
None.
Okay. Alrighty.
Hey man, whatever it may
Yeah.
be.
Actually, I have a few questions. So I know you guys don't want. I'm gonna ask the same question that everybody does.
No, please don't. God.
So I know since they don't know me, like,
Yeah.
so I've been a part of this group since the beginning, and we've had meetings and talks, but I don't think we actually talked about. We'll go one on one. Would be what's your guys' end goal with the show and everything that comes with it? We'll go with you and then Marcel.
We have been asked that. Thank you
Yeah,
very
we
much
did.
on
We
the
answered that
podcast.
before too.
Oh,
But it's okay. I'll answer it again because I think season 2 it just keeps evolving and keep growing. I think that we're making a business brand as well as a podcast show that is going to eventually go live, eventually go places, eventually share knowledge. You know, I'm still on my fitness bodybuilding journey, so I'm going to bring a little bit of that into this. And then he's obviously the professional, and in his music industry, his music is going to keep, I'm speaking for him, I'm sorry, but it's just going to keep growing. Everything that we're doing is just multiplying and multiplying
Yeah.
on both ends.
The whole point of this is to just create a brand that our families can be able to say, hey, you know what, we have something. I think a lot of times people do stuff and then they cut it off.
Yeah.
Because they fear like it's not going to excel, you know what I'm saying? And I don't fear anything. So that's my end goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? To continue to build something that my family can actually say, hey, you know what? This is mine too. Something to say, you know what I mean? Because I don't know about you. I mean, you don't have kids, you know what I mean? She has one. But I think a lot of parents, they don't, they have the chance to set their kids up in a certain type of way, and they don't. Because they get so tied up in their own lives. I'm trying to not do that with myself. So that's what this is about for me. Yeah. And that's my end goal, is to make sure that my kids are set up to say, hey, you know what, I have something I can fall back on.
Generational wealth.
Yeah.
Leaving behind a legacy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So. What are some things that you guys would like to see in the future come onto the show?
What do you mean?
Like, just as far as the format, like
guest or
I think evolving, because right now this is very much like beginning stage. So I do believe like the editing is going to get better. I think that there's going to be certain things that happen throughout the episode that can be improved on. I think just us learning each other's style is going to be improve, because there's times I think we still kind of like overlap each other a little bit. And so I'm still learning that.
It's good. Go ahead.
I'm speaking because other people do it more than others. But anyways.
At least we didn't have laughing attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, that was one time. And it took 15 episodes later for that shit to happen.
No, and
it's because you're here. So I'm like even more goofier because he's like,
we're having more of a like regular conversation.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, it's to obviously, we get a bigger studios. Everything has to be bigger at a certain point in time. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we don't have to wait till the 500 episode. You know what I'm saying?
No, hell no.
It has to, and I don't mean just from a standpoint of like, oh, well, we got this now, we have that. Now I'm talking about like just the actual business side of it. That's where it is for me. Like everything is from this is like just, it's about business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That's what I feel.
So I got a personal question. So for Martel, what is it about personal training that you like the most? Like, what's the most important thing that you like the most of your job?
I'm infatuated with helping people. I like the fact that I can help somebody and I can help make somebody feel good by what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people are like really broken on confidence. You know what I'm saying? They don't have it. And that's just, I've been knowing this for, 17 years, bro. And the one thing that I realized within, whether it's a male or a female, does not matter, is that a lot of people do not have confidence. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I was one of those kids who have confidence because of the home that I came from.
Okay.
You see what I mean? And like a lot of people don't. Rather they're a teenager, they're in their 20s, or rather they're in a marriage somewhere. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have confidence. And so what the gym does, and knowing that they can do something, and me helping them get to a goal, that's what I love, man. I've always been infatuated with being able to like make somebody like what I can do, or what I can build, how I can fix, like something like that. I've always been infatuated with that type of thing. So,
dude, that's so funny that you brought that up. Like, when I got presented the whole coaching the kids thing, I was not like
even
not that biggest thing, but doing it, man, it's crazy to like see and like just see the light in these kids like just bright up, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm kind of liking coaching these kids. This is cool, like. And then like just learning the basics of boxing and teaching that, and then like from like week 1 to week 3, I'm like, damn, you guys learned a lot. Like that's really cool.
And not just that too, you get to see the person who's like, damn, like this kid over here is trying hard.
Yeah,
I love that shit. Like I love to see a person who's like giving their fucking all, like, and then they want to. It makes me like want to learn more, like do more for that person. Like that's another thing too. Like some people can make it very easy for me to just shut up and not say nothing and just train them.
Yeah.
But then there's certain people who's just like, I want to come today. Can I work today? I want to do this. I want to build this. I want to do that. So for me, that's another thing. I was like, hey, just because I'm your trainer, that don't mean you can't push me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't know me, if I don't know something, I'm one of those, if I don't know something, I'll figure it out fast. I'll figure it out. I'll go look for it because I don't like not knowing. Yeah. So, that's one of the biggest things for me.
That's interesting too, because even now, there's a kid that is at the classes, and he actually doesn't want to be there, right? He just likes to do the video games, but he's catching on like super fast. Yeah. And but he complains like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But I'm like, dude, but I'm seeing how well he catches in. Yeah. and he throws his punches really lazy, but he sits. He has his stance good, and I'm like, if he just
That's where it comes from. That's the beginning.
if he throws it correctly, like he's throwing it correctly, but he, I don't know how to say this in English. No tiene ganas.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have any
Ambition
to throw it. But I'm like, dude, if you throw right, I already tell he has power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's lazy.
Well, a lot of kids don't understand their mechanics either.
Yeah.
But again, what I just say, a lot of people don't have confidence, bro. That's a confidence thing. That's not anything else but confidence. He doesn't have the confidence to do it. If he knew that he was good at it for a certain amount of time, he would already know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I could tell he hits hard.
Guaranteed.
He's just
like,
not trying.
If you ask him about a damn video game, he's gonna be confident as hell.
Hell
when he's
yeah.
talking about it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once a kid learns like a little bit of gratification in something, that's when they want to keep doing it. So maybe like if you have them, are they sparring yet?
They're sparring us, so we're just kind of like,
Okay.
yeah.
So once he gets that first sparring session, he might get his ass whooped the first time, right? But then the second time, if he gets back in there and actually does something positive, that's that gratification of like, oh, I want more of this because it feels good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So he might still be like that until he gets that gratification.
Unless he don't
my
like being hit.
homie.
Yeah, that's true.
So they were sparring me, and my homie like said something in his ear, and he's like, do this, pretend it's a video game. And then I saw his like eyes light
he's
up.
like, oh, I like that.
Yeah, so he's all right, cool. And then he put a little bit more energy,
Yeah.
but then kind of faded. But I'm like, all right, cool. So video games is his language.
Yep.
So you kind of have to like kind of do that.
Find his niche.
Yeah. And then I have a question for you.
Okay.
So, damn, this is interesting. I don't think had anybody have this many questions for you guys.
Nope.
No.
So I know about your fitness journey, and I want to congratulate you on that.
Wow, a compliment. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Keep 'em coming. I'm just kidding.
And I don't know too much about your background, but I just wanted to know at what point in your life you decided no more. I don't want to live this lifestyle anymore.
Yeah.
At what point you're like, I got to change. I gotta start working out. I got to start being healthier. At what point was it like an immediate event, or was it something that kind of just started building up?
Yeah, I got cancer. So after I got cancer, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna die.
How far was that?
It took 10 years. So my son was 10 years old when I got diagnosed with cancer. And that is when I was like, he's gonna be left without a mother if I don't get my shit together. And so but it still took some time after that, right? So I was so focused on getting like just internally healthy. So like internally fixing like spirituality and all that good stuff, and like figuring out like what was making me so unhappy. And then the body followed after that. So then I started working out with him, and I was like, okay. Then I started realizing that for me, it was always like my purpose was always like, I have a fight coming up. So I can't eat like this because I have a fight coming up, right? That was and I told him this. And so like when I was working out with him, it's like I didn't feel like I had my health, but I still needed something like do I have a fight coming up, or what am I even doing this for? You know?
Right.
So now
you didn't know exactly what the purpose was.
A passion of why I'm doing this.
Right.
And then I realized I have to be my own passion, and it just kept going from there. And then now I'm in this other bodybuilding journey, and now that's my passion.
Yeah.
Not a phase, homie.
It is, but it's still a phase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can't bodybuild every day.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
Not
you
for my
can't do
whole
a show
life.
every week either.
No.
So it's a phase. Like,
Well, I just want to say congratulations, and I know you're going really hard, and you could see the difference like from the before and afters. I'm like, damn, you're going in hard.
she about to cry now.
This guy. I went from a laughing attack to a crying attack. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
you know.
Yeah.
In one episode?
But yeah, no, I want to say congratulations on that.
Thank
Like keep
you.
on going. Like don't stop.
Don't
No,
stop.
I can't.
Every single day, show up.
And then I have one more question.
Oh, wait, go ahead.
So
Yes, I am single, y'all. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
so-
I'm just kidding.
single and ready to mingle, right?
No, I'm not ready to move.
Okay, she's okay.
I'm married to the gym.
Okay.
Dating
Little
the gym.
Debbie's out there.
What's the next question, man?
So I don't know how to like formulate the question, but basically you said like you never seen this side of Brian. Like what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Okay, so Brian, when I first met you, that's an easy question. When I first met you, you were like very quiet, very reserved. You're more of an observant person at first, and then once you get comfortable, it's like, oh, your assholeness come out. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I like you.
Damn.
You're cool. No, that's a good thing. That's a compliment for me.
Hit with the brick.
Because I can be an a-hole. You could be an a-hole. We can all be a-holes together.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just speaking facts. We all got our personalities. But once I saw your like personality, and I was like, I like this cat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't have to like be, not that I was pretending to be anything else, but it's like I can be myself, and I feel like you're gonna be.
I don't keep you on
But
your
I
toes.
think just to sorry to cut in real quick, it's like I think you met him in a business setting too, and that's why.
Man, I don't even remember when I met him.
Yeah, I tend to have different like kind of like faces for certain.
Yeah, like I think you met him in a business setting.
I don't remember.
Because like to be honest, dude.
You're right. It was that fucking that restaurant place because we were talking about the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Because like,
but even after that,
it'd be different if like, say for instance, me and Martel and you like, Martel invited me for drinks and like, hey, come along. It'd be a little different.
Oh yeah, it gets
but even after that, you were a little
it gets
reserved.
wild, y'all.
Yeah, even after that, I was a little reserved. Just because I just feel like you're an observant person in general. Though.
Yeah.
You do
For
observe,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a good people reader, so I could just and then once
I'm super observant. I like to kind of like read the room.
Exactly what I just said.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hella chill.
Give me my damn credit. No, I'm just kidding.
But anyway,
it's been fun.
You know what? It's been fun.
This is interesting. This is my first time on the podcast. Not my first time on camera. I've been on camera plenty of times.
Excuse me.
Just different from being like behind the scenes versus being on the camera.
Yeah.
No, and I think a lot of times people need to see who's the people. So Mike is next.
Mike is next.
It's gonna be an interesting episode.
Mike has a lot to say too. He has
Yeah.
super talented dude. Freaking killer on music. Mike.
The hustle never stops. You feel me with Mike? So
He has a lot of cream pie stories, I'm sure. You can tell us about.
fucking little Debbie.
Yeah. On that note, it's been fun, guys.
Peace.
Make
Check y'all
time.
later.